I'm here visiting Hitchin Memorial as it commemorates one of Hertshire's bravest sons, Frank Young. Frank was one of 2 people from the Hertfordshire Regiment to receive the prestigious Victoria Cross. He was born in 1895 in Cherat, British India, as his father was a professional soldier stationed there. From a young age, Frank was destined to follow in his father's footsteps as he became a boy bugler in the Hertfordshire Regiment. At the outbreak of the war, Frank was seen as unfit for overseas services, although he underwent an operation that saw his arrival on the Western Front in 1915. He fought hard and earned the rank of sergeant, although due to a bombing incident, he was injured. He then returned to his beloved Hertfordshire Regiment as second lieutenant, where in the Battle of Havrincourt he fought bravely and earned Victoria Cross. The citation for his Victoria Cross reads,
"For most conspicuous bravery, determination and exceptional devotion to duty on the 18th September 1918, southeast of Havrincourt, when during an enemy counterattack and throughout an extremely intense enemy barrage he visited all posts, warned all garrisons and encouraged the men. In the early stages of the attack he rescued 2 of his men who had been captured and bombed and silenced an enemy machine gun. Although surrounded by the enemy, Second Lieutenant Young fought his way back to the main barricade and drove out a party of the enemy who were assembling there. By his further exertions, the battalion was able to maintain a line of great tactical value, the loss of which would have meant serious delay to future operations. Throughout 4 hours of intense hand-to-hand fighting, Second Lieutenant Young displayed the utmost valour and devotion to duty, and set an example to which the entire company gallantly responded. He was last seen fighting hand-to-hand against a considerable number of the enemy."
Men of the Manchester Regiment, led by Lieutenant Mills of Stevenage, recovered Frank's body and returned it to a cemetery.
"I sought and obtained permission to remove the remains to a more fitting place in a certified British cemetery. This was done by a selected party of our men under my personal supervision. The remains were removed on a limber covered with a Union Jack and reinterred with all the respect due to our gallant Hertfordshire hero in Hermes Hill British Cemetery. This noble and well-loved officer now rests in a sacred plot of British ground, surrounded by his fellow countrymen."